Welcome back, dear viewers, to another exciting episode of A Deer Cottage. I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we embark on a journey to transform our serene space into a sanctuary of relaxation. Remember the Shiatsu room? We craned here actually onto our section just before Christmas. Well, it's time to bring it to life. Get ready to roll up your sleeves and dive with us into the world of DIY and tranquility as we prepare to practice the art of Shiatsu. Let's make this space our own, shall we? So how are we going to do the windows? How do we do the other window? We've got white around there and grey, and we're going to do the whole window white because we're going to do.
I think you did. I did think you did do that. Do it like that.
But do you think it looks better like how they've done that one? They've done the whole window white. But I don't know if it needs to be the whole window white because I quite like how they've done it here. What do you think?
Well, I did say that I thought we didn't need to do everything white, but
if we do that white and then the exterior the same colour as the here.
What do you mean the exterior?
This part, the frame, that part of the window frame, the same colour as what we do.
Right.
What are we going to do around here then with this one?
Well, you want to follow.
Stained glass.
You want to follow similar.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's white, and then the other one is the same colour as here. I think that looks way better. Well, we didn't really finish that window around there. We did the outside of it. So this will be the colour of the house. This will be white, and this will be the colour of the house.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go get the paint. So what do I need? I need the paint. I need a stirrer. I've got some brushes and things in there, I think.
Yep.
It's paint day today, so I'm taking Macy outside because she hasn't been for a walk, so I'm taking her out to come through the bush. Come on, Macy, come down this way. Good girl. Come on. We haven't had many fantastic, beautiful days, so hopefully today will be a great paint day. So it's quite exciting starting to paint the Shiatsu room. Chasing away a few ducks. Oh, I love this place. Oh, that's good. I've got a few lambs all that have self-seeded here. Got some other stuff down that have self-seeded too, which is great. Lovely peaceful mornings. These are the type of mornings I love. Oh, these lilies are just glorious. I love the smell of the lilies. Oh, I think I've got some of the pollen on my nose. Oh, they're just such a beautiful smell. Oh. There's always something to be done here. It's a lot of work, but it's so satisfying. We've been here, I think, 15 years, and boy, we just came to a piece of land that was covered in pine trees. And I mean, yes, we've got a heap of gorse, but we're working on it slowly. We're working on all those spots. Beautiful liquid amber trees, we planted all of those. So satisfying seeing what we've done and seeing what the future will hold. Right, let's get the paint. one. What's this one? Lemongrass. It's cold. Cool. Okay. Got everything. I think the rest of it's all on side. Oh, no rag. Right. Are you ready, Macy? Let's go back up. Hello, Silver. Please do not jump up here. What a glorious day. This is what summer is all about. Let's go and have a look at. I've come back from Enya and Lachlan's tattoo. Our number 1 coat is on. Pretty happy with that. The concrete is very hot. It's a bit too hot to be painting second coat now. Actually, I might just put that cover down. It's not quite covering the pool. There you go. This cover keeps it really warm. So might be going for a swim later on because it is a beautiful day. Looking good. Well, it's another gorgeous, beautiful day, and I have been painting. I've been up since early this morning, finishing, well, trying to get as far as I can done on the Shiatsu room. We're waiting for the builder to come back and do the waiting for the builder to come back and finish off the doors, just to make them a bit more secure and fix up the hinges and a few other little bits and bobs. I've done all two sides, and I've done a undercoat of the final side. I've done the side where the doors are, that the builder's coming to fix the doors, and then we'll look at doing it inside later on. So I just thought I'd show you a quick squiz before I jump into the pool, because I need it. It's very, very warm. There you go. So that's the doors. I haven't done the internal of the doors yet because I'm waiting for the builder to come back and fix them. But so that was a wall that we did first. You probably can't really see it, but that was a wall we did when it was in sight. We've got it inside. I've got the curtains. I've got to hang at those shell mirrors at some stage. And this is this wall that I did yesterday and the day before, and the day before that. I think I've been doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What are we today? Wednesday. I think I've been doing it for the last 3 days. So I'm pretty happy with that. As I said, I haven't done the internals yet. And then today I've just done the this wall, and that's just the undercoat, so I'll do the top coat. I won't do the top coat tomorrow because we're off taking our son and his wife back to the airport to fly back home to Japan. However, this wall, I was just telling my husband, was probably one of the trickiest ones because the ladders are not level. So we've got a leg, a little leveler leg over there, if you can see, that's bolted on to level it up. But it was just slightly off, and it was a little bit wobbly, and in particular doing that corner up there and that corner up there, and underneath the eaves, you can see underneath the eaves, that was all pretty tricky. But not bad for my undercoat, for my coat. And I'll get on to the second coat as soon as I can. So now I'm going to take the cover off the pool and I'm going to jump in. Looks fantastic. Yesterday my youngest son, his girlfriend, jumped in the pool, and I was painting, and they said that the dinosaur toy was hot. So like the trestles, they were hot, so I had to grab some shoes to put on because they were very, very hot. But our two sons and their wife and Luna and our son's girlfriend are off to Hobbiton today, and then they head off back to Japan tomorrow, and we'll just have our youngest son at home, so we'll be back to almost just Kani and I at home. It's going to be a bit of getting used to again because it's been so fabulous having the family home for the Christmas break. Yeah, it's been wonderful. Been up since just after 6 o'clock this morning to do the second and final coat of here. I've just got to do the last 2 rows at the bottom. So pretty happy. I think it looks pretty good all round. I've got to do the step, got to paint the step and the internal of the doors, which I'll paint the same as the external colour because that will go with the insides, I think. Okay, so Kani and I were talking about how we were going to, because the Shiatsu room is on skids, it's a bit higher off the ground, and so we've had a conversation about what we'd like to do to perfect it. So if you have a look around here where the step is, I'm going to paint that step today. We've got some ugly nails underneath there, which Kani is hopefully going to try and grind off or pull out or remove. So we've got the step there I'm going to paint. We're going to put nice pots on either side of the door. And on this side where the skids are, we're thinking we're just going to build a tiny little mini little place for annual flowers or something like that, little like a window box, but one that goes on the ground. So and then we'll plant some pretty little annuals or something up the side. So I think that will look quite nice. When you look on the other side, yes, it's up higher, but you don't really notice it from this side when you're walking through here. We've got the pool house there, which I'll paint the roof of that when we paint the roof of the Shiatsu room, and just tidies up the whole area. We've got a little garden along that side. I think it'll look quite nice. So and then I'll have to make my sign, have to call our Shiatsu room something and make it a sign we'll hang up over there somewhere, so that guests or the community, when we get proficient, can come and have a Shiatsu massage or a ginger compress compress as well, which would be pretty cool, I think. But lots of practice for Kani and I first of all. So I'm just setting up to paint that step over there. I've repainted that white little steppy thing this morning, so I don't want to shut the doors because you have to be super careful when you paint anything, windows, doors. You've got to be really careful to make sure it's very well dry, because then windows and doors stick terribly. I've had that before. I had once where I painted a set of drawers and in a little cabinet, and I painted them, and I went to go open up the drawers the next day, and I put some pretty little crystal knobs on. I was pulling it and couldn't come out because it had stuck, and I cut my finger all the way down to the bone. Ended up having to have microsurgery on it to fix it, and I've still got nerve damage. So I learnt that lesson the hard way. So always, if you're painting, make sure the paint is fully dry on windows and doors, drawers, anything like that. I've got that dropped off down. Just move it down a little bit so I've got some paint on the ends. There you go. This will be quite hard to paint, I think, because it's raw wood. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. If you do a good undercoat, then the top coat will look better than every other coat. It's all about the preparation for painting, I believe. preparing it well beforehand. It's good. When I came out this morning at just 6:30, it was no sun. It's only 10 o'clock now in the morning, so I've already finished that whole side and haven't had the sun, haven't had burning feet. It was perfect time to get out and do it. One little painting hack I want to share with you is that when you're finished using your roller or your paintbrush while you're waiting for coats to dry or whatever, and it's not the end of the paint job, I always roll the roller and the brush and cover it with Glad wrap. The Glad wrap keeps the paint still fresh on it, and so it gives the roller and the brush some longevity, and it's hopefully still nice and fresh to use when you come for your second coat or your touch-ups. It was a hack that was given to us some years ago, and it really seems to work. So I'm passing it on to you. So I'm in my happy place for the time being, which is going to be our Shiatsu room, and I've painted all the exterior bar the roof, and we're just waiting for the builder to come back and fix the doors so I can paint inside. But before we paint inside, I thought I would, and do the roof, I thought I would just do a little bit of titivating of our space. So if you have a look around, okay, it's looking quite pretty. I've got our fridge in, and the pot on top is going to be for the ginger compress and the element. I've put some carpet underneath the little fridge, so that's going to be for bottled water and refreshments. And I've put on top of the fridge just a piece of wood, that a kitchen panel, just to stop the heat from the fridge or the heat from the compress going down into the fridge. Oh, that's my husband tooting. He's outdoor doing some spraying. He must want me for some reason, so I better go find out what he wants. Oh, what does he want? He's on the quad bike. He's outdoor doing some spraying. He must have tooted me for a reason. Oh, here he comes back down again. I have to ask him. No, what? Funny. I asked him what he was tooting for, and he said, "Oh, this is a horn. I thought I'd try it." Oh, that's very funny. So he didn't actually want me at all. He just wanted to test out the horn on the quad bike. So, so he's doing some garden spraying, and I'm doing the fun stuff. So back to it. So back in here. The cat's obviously come to join us. I've got my towels all washed, ready to go. I've got a little box of goodies here, a Deer plate in there. So I'm just and a candle, a wax candle. So the pool toy, will be going. and the vacuum cleaner, because I just cut up that carpet and I had carpet remnants everywhere. So let's get cracking. The funniest thing just happened. So I said to Kani, we need a key, because when we bought the Shiatsu room, we bought it from a friend of ours, and anyway, these, which need a bit of work, had a lock in it and a hole in it and a handle. We're just waiting for the builder to come and help us, or to come and finish repairing the door, so before we paint the insides. And the old owners said that they had lost the key. So I just said to Kani, I'm going to look for a key for this lock in our key bag, because I keep keys forever and a million years. Kani said to me, his words, "You're never going to find a key for that, never in a million years." Well, a million years has just happened, because on about the fourth key, they all look like this. The keys look like this kind of key. And I went into my key bag, and fourth key, I brought the key bag out here, and let's have a look. Put it in. So I'm going to shut the door. Shut the door. The snibber's there. Locked. I can't open it. Locked. Put the key in. Voila. I'm pretty excited by that. And I've just put a nice little bobbly thing on there that I've also found in my key bag. So that's also got a new home. So, what an adventurous day we've had today. I've got the fridge going. Clean that all up. I've got my drumsticks there, which are for my drying the towels, which I've got down there for when we do a ginger compress. See, the towels are down there in its nice little basket. I've got the element there, ready to go. I've got a room smelly up there, and for the towels, they've all been screwed in. I've got one mirror there, and come around to the other side, the other mirror there, and I'm going to put this plate that I love, that I bought when Rachel, my sister, and I went down to Raglan. I'm going to get a paint, and I'm just going to hang that up there. I think that will look really lovely up there. So the room's getting done, and then when the builder comes back, I can clean up these inside the doors. I'll probably take everything out and give it a paint inside as well. But I'm pretty happy. Okay, my plan of attack for this little window box we're going to do along here. I've got 2 bits of plank of wood. I'm going to saw these, put one across the top, one across the bottom, stick the leftovers at the back. And they'll have drainage out these areas. So these pieces of wood we had for the fencing, but it's warped and they're horrible, so perfect for a window box, I reckon. Okay, I've gone and got another piece of wood, which I've just, rather than bring the whole lot, the big piece up here, I've just chopped it to the size of the bottom. If you can see here, I've just chopped it to the size of the bottom one rather than bringing the huge big piece up. So I've got the general layout all done. I'm going to use those. I'm going to have drainage holes at the bottom there. I've cut a piece in the middle to fit in the middle, and I'm just going to fill up along the back. I've got this piece here. I've got that piece there, which is a little bit munted anyway, so I'm going to put that at the back and just fill it in with a little bit, probably from that piece there, just to, and then there'll be a little gap underneath, so you can have drainage away as well. So I'm just thinking about I should go get the nail gun to start nailing it all together. But it's going to be pretty good. And then I'll plant that up with some annuals. And it's not a huge window box, but it's pretty enough, and it allows enough room, and it just sort of covers up that ugliness underneath it. And I'll put it, as I've got those frangipanis on either side of the door, I'll think about, I might even do, I don't know. But at the moment they're fine. So I'll just go get the nail gun and crack on. Okay, I've got one of my other favourite tools here. It is the nail gun. I love it. So I'm just going to nail gun this up to the same height as that one. And just put a few nails in there. Oh gosh, I missed it. Damn, okay, well that's a good indication because I missed the other one as well, so I'll just do it a bit higher. Aha. My neighbour came over yesterday and gave me this most beautiful vase of dahlias. Aren't they just so beautiful? And look at them, they're just so stunning. Aren't they beautiful? Look at them all. I love dahlias, they're one of my favourites in the garden. I love roses as well, but wasn't that a lovely gift from my neighbour? Anyway, I've been out and I've bought a hanger for the plate that I'm going to hang in. I've got a cover for the power, and I'm going to start doing the planter box. So I'll show you all the stuff I've got to plant in there. Hopefully it's as simple as just sticking. Oh, maybe there's a trick to it. Just go up that way. I'm going to have a proper look at it. Looks like there's a bit of a trick to it. The kids are swimming in the pool. Okay, so I have some coconut fibre, and I've bought some plants, the window box, and some potting mix, some nice plants, and so this mulch that I'm going to put 20 litres of water in there and let it sit for about half an hour, and then I'm going to fill up that window box with the plants, the mulch, and the and water it in potting mix. I think it's going to look pretty fab. Okay, so I have a new plate. I'm just going to take this old one off because it didn't have a cover plate on it, and I thought I might be able to just, oh, I actually can do that. Oh, I can, but I think it'll look better with that on it. So I'm just going to take this old one off. I'm just going to take this old one off. Oh, it's another shiner of a day. It's beautiful. Oh gosh, I don't want to get electric shock. I would have thought that would just put that all on top. How do I think I might need to ask my husband's advice on this one. So I might need to ring him. I just picked up a beautiful mandarin off our tree. I'm just going to peel that and I'm going to have that. But I have got a big bucket of koi, I think it's koi, C-O-I-R, some mulch and fibre that absorbs and retains moisture and is really, really good for mulching, just giving all the plants a good soak as well. So I'm just going to get some gloves and eat my mandarin. I've also wet that box down because I'm going to put it in the worm farm because cardboard they like. So all ready to go. Okay, I'm going to cut up this box as well. Don't want them staples. I don't think worms will like staples too much, and I don't think they'll like sellotape too much either. So I'm just going to take the sellotape off. That's in the worm farm. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to also put some worm wee in there to fertiliser. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have some worm wee and just a little watering can. So I'll just dilute that. Hopefully this watering can isn't just decoration. Dilute that. Get the hose. Okay, I've got some tomatoes over there, so I'll just do some tomatoes. Okay, my next job is to hang this plate. Now I bought this little disc to stick on the back of the plate, and obviously it's a spied plate, but I've just got to make sure it's going to be the right way up. But these are the best ones that don't damage the edges of the plate. You stick them on and then they hold really, really tightly, and then you just hang them up. Oops. some Ajax baking soda. Oh, it actually cleans up really nicely. Clean that up. Right, apply a small amount of water to the disc. Probably should dry it, I imagine. And dry it. That's such a pretty plate. It'll look great in the Shiatsu room. Those on to read the instructions. Okay, thoroughly wash back a little. Apply a small amount of water to the disc. Mix completely with fingers. Mix with fingers until glue is activated, 1 to 2 minutes. And the glue becomes opaque, so it's starting to get opaque. I don't know if you can see that it's starting to get opaque, and the disc becomes pliable. It might be a bit more actually. I'm going to take all the glue off it though. I do have a busy day planned today. I've got guests arriving, so cleaning the pool, the sparkle's been tested, all good. I've got to prepare their pizzas and get all those sort of things underway. And in the meantime, we are down to one car, unfortunately. So I had to do all my running around yesterday when I had the car. Prior to getting the pool organised and getting ready, I am going to hang the plate into the Shiatsu room, and then the rest of that's waiting is just paint the roof, paint the internals, and wait for the builder to come and do the door. So I'm very excited to hang the plate because I think it's such a pretty plate. So here we go. Grab the hammer. Okay, grab the plate, oh, and the key. Oh, gosh, I almost dropped the plate, having too much in my hands. I don't want Macy tripping me up either. Oh. The flowers look good overnight. All right. Oh, we'll be taking this pool toy down soon, so it's not going to, the dinosaur's not permanently going to live in the Shiatsu room. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm thinking it looks pretty good. I've got I've got the electrician coming over today who is going to look at fixing a few little things around the section, but also we want to talk to him about putting in a wall heater. We had a really good wall heater, where we have a really good wall heater in A Deer Cottage, so we want one in here. so that when we're doing shiatsu massage, it's nice and toasty. It's nice and toasty, not coasty. It's nice and toasty in the winter months, especially when we're doing a ginger compress. It's just nice to have that warm room snuggliness as well. There's my switch that I did yesterday, well, with the help of Kani, because we had to take the old bits and, out and put it into the new one. We've got a power point there, and we've obviously got one over here. So for a small room, we've got 4 great power points and its own little box there. So things are ticking along. I have some nice little window attachments and door attachments that I'm going to put on once the doors and things are finished. And yeah, look pretty pleased about things. The shiatsu room is all ready to go. I have painted the inside trims of the windows and this one over here, the inside, and I've put this new little latch in here, put my flowers in, my plates up. And I have painted these internal doors here. I've just got to get a little snibby thing to put down here just to keep this door shut, because the other one, the handle had broken off, so I'll get one of those. Massage table in place. Everything's looking pretty fine and dandy. Oh God, just as well I've got the key in my pocket. I thought I'd locked it, and I thought I'd left the key inside. I've got to get another key cut, but luckily I had the key in the pocket, because I could have probably climbed in that window there. I did have to climb in the other day in the window because I locked it with the key in there. And that's a wrap for today's episode, dear friends. Thank you for tuning in as we turned our dreams into reality here at A Deer Cottage. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you never miss out on any of our latest updates. Until next time, may your days be filled with serenity and your hearts be filled with joy. This is Angela here, signing off from A Deer Cottage. See you in our next adventure. Take care, guys.